Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to introduce you all to CircleShare. What is it? So, CircleShare is a comprehensive and affordable mobile app for managing mental health and dealing with addiction. We take on a multidimensional approach to mental health support, whether it is through independent solutions, social connections, or professional help. Who am I and what inspired me? I am Annika and I am a high school student. Despite the rigorous school curriculum, I felt a lack of mental health support during distance learning. I'm not the only one facing this issue either. Many of my friends feel isolated and encompassed by loads of schoolwork without a safe outlet to express their issues. So this really inspired me to create an anonymous app where not only students, but anyone seeking mental health support could share their struggles with each other and safely reach out for help. One of the understated impacts of COVID-19 is the decline of mental health for not only students, but everyone else. Social withdrawal has amplified pre-existing mental health issues and caused many people with addictions to relapse. Meanwhile, expensive fees, a shortage of psychiatrists, and anonymity have remained barriers for those who need therapy. Let's look at some market statistics. 73% of students reported that their mental health declined during COVID. Therapy isn't affordable either, ranging anywhere from $60 to $120 per session. And there are only 1.3 psychiatrists for every 10,000 people who suffer from mental health issues in Singapore. And the numbers are much lower in regions like in Indonesia. While over 21 million Americans have an addiction, only 10% of them are receiving treatment. Clearly, we need a different kind of solution to close the gap between the need for mental health support and the available resources for it. That's what CircleShare stands for. Here's a look at the app. Users can choose from a variety of support levels. Support groups are based on personal preferences or recommendations. These recommendations are based on self-learning AI algorithms that use specific information to meet the individual's needs. Next, users can join support groups where they have the option where they can share their experiences. And all support groups have anonymity options and a moderator who has undergone a certification program by CircleShare. Third, we have a mood journal. This is where people can reflect on how they feel on a regular basis. This can then be submitted to their therapist so they can further develop context. Fourth, we also have a one-on-one therapist call. Users can search for licensed, professional, and affordable therapists through filters and the platform's algorithm. CircleShare has several potential streams of revenue. Everyone on the platform will have to pay the price of 1 cent each day. Subscriptions for hosting groups will be roughly $5 per month. We will also take a 5% commission from professional therapy sessions. We will also have an in-app store with webinar tickets, which are additional self-help resources that we will receive a cut from. While studying the competition, I found one area lacking: a community-based approach for mental health. Instead of replacing therapists with AI, we want to leverage this technology to enhance human connection. We connect those who need help with those who want to help. Our AI algorithm will collect specific but mass data that will help pair users with their most suitable groups for more effective group sharing experiences. This app creates an ecosystem that allows people who aren't psychiatrists to become part of the solution through appropriate training and certification. So in essence, we are leveraging technology to promote education about mental health and bringing more people to contribute to the community. Our number one priority is privacy and comfort. We want to follow the HIPAA standards to ensure the privacy of our users. Mental health is for everyone. We want to make mental health solutions both affordable and accessible to anyone who needs it. Finally, the highest quality support. We want to ensure that all moderators and therapists are certified and know what they're doing. Thank you so much for listening. I'd gladly appreciate any questions and feedback.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Annika. Yes, Miss Chand.
Yeah, I think this is a fabulous model, especially given the pandemic situation at the moment. And I have to say that you've really done your research very well. And in this resilient part of the world, in Asia, where people are very resilient to mental health and This would be a very anonymous, and I hope it stays anonymous. You did say that it will stay anonymous, right? There's no, it will be confidential, so there's no sharing of who is going to be joining the app. That would be a great help. And I think it's very needed. Congratulations.
Um, was that a question about the confidential?
Anonymous. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will
Okay.
it stay? Yeah.
So a lot of industries currently collect information that is sensitive and private to users, such as financial and healthcare industries. So we can follow and implement the same privacy practices in our platform. And as an example, most healthcare and health insurance companies follow the HIPAA standards, which stand for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. So we can use these standards and practices to ensure the patient's privacy, and at the same time utilize synthesized and aggregated data to build more improved services.
Yeah, Annika, that's great, but one needs to keep up with it, because I run hospitals, and even the healthcare story, it does leak out. So it's a good thing to keep up with the confidentiality thing. But I think it's a great model. Congratulations! If you can do it, nothing like it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Panelists, does anyone else have any questions for Annika at this point in time? All right, I would like to, we have one question from a viewer, actually. I'm just going to promote them to panelists because they have their hand up so they can ask their question. Ario, would you like to ask your question, please? Hello, Ario. No, I apologize. Put you on the spot there. I do apologize, although your hand was up. I'm sorry. Terribly sorry. Okay. Aria, I'm going to pop you back for a moment. Annika, I have a question for you as well. What have you looked at in terms of your competition? Because I know that there is a lot of competition out there for this. So how, and I know you stand out in your own ways, but how are you really going to make a dent in the market if in reality there are a lot of other companies out there who are offering the same thing, particularly during this pandemic?
That is true, but like Google, for example, was the 24th search engine developed. So, and I've also tested a lot of apps on the market, and most of them only use one source of mental health support, like either through independent awareness, group connections, or only professional therapy. I believe that having a variety of support levels is better because there's no single path to recovery. So these multiple options that we provide open the door to those who at first might refuse to get help because of the cost or the fear of social image.
Thank you.
I do have one question, Annika. I think, the angle that you're tackling, which is the community-based approach, is a very important one. However, it could potentially be a double-edged sword because, when you create that safe space for people to share for certain people, they feel safer if they're around people they know. But for some other people, oh gosh, I do not want to be in a group with my neighbor. So how do you plan to sort of like pull together, a group of people to form that community where they feel safe to share?
So what I was thinking about doing first is by doing trials from school to school, because I feel that it's more effective because, like, for example, international schools, like every international school has a more homogenous community. And so if we can like do trials and see how that works first, then we'd have a better idea on how to expand to launch the app to the public.
Thank you.